What's up? What's up, Packeteers? We are live. It is September 3rd, and just another day, another dollar. Good to see you, boys.
Howdy.
Yeah, so today is a green day for our dear friend Ethereum. He decided to get out of his locker and stop getting beat up for the day, which is pretty exciting. And yeah, decided to get a little. Someone decided to buy some ETH this morning.
Yeah, well,
Probably in
apparently
China.
somebody moved $4 billion worth of BTC into Ethereum, so that's triggered a little run on the bank there. And yeah, and even Bitcoin's up today, which is kind of nice. So
Yeah, exciting
market's
times.
moving. Market's moving. What's not up is Trump's new shitcoin. That thing went straight down.
Yeah,
Classic
actually bought
presidential
some
rug
off of
pull.
the bottom. I wonder what it's at right now. I
Do you
threw.
guys do you guys know about the uh, Fell For It Again award? It was like the thing of like MAGA people, and then they trusted Trump, and then like he did a 180 and went and became friends with Israel, which everybody knew he would, and like. So people were passing around this meme with this guy with a little blue ribbon that says "Fell For It Again" award. It was great.
That's great. That's strong. That's there you go. Well, people buying another Trump
The
token or
Trump
whatever.
shitcoin.
Yeah, by another Trump token is definitely Fell For It Again award.
Yeah. It like
Yeah,
literally everyone was like, if this thing doesn't go to $1, like it's a complete failure. It's at 20 cents now. Um, and went on pawn launch straight down, straight down. Didn't even get a market bump. It just went straight to the floor. So, and
I
there's a
got
lot
the
more
first.
people who have a lot more of that. Plenty more where that came from. Just keep driving it down.
Yeah, no, it's let's
That would have
see.
been a good short. They did open the leverage up early, so they would have. So anyone who shorted it would have got liquidated, just before launch, and then anyone who longed it would have got liquidated upon launch. So just
Wow, that thing is absolutely wrecked.
it's still. I mean, it's still got a huge market cap. It's still got billions of dollar market cap. So it's not.
I know, but this chart, wow.
Yeah, the chart's
Let me
bad.
try and bring it up real
It's
quick.
it actually looks exactly like a rug pull. So yeah, it's just fun times. Fun times if you're back in that stuff. Theoretically, it's got some interesting ideas to it, but that's theoretically is not how the crypto market works. Theoretically, the crypto market works off of pure speculation, hype, and then you just need to be dumping cash into the marketplace to buoy any sell pressure. Otherwise, it's going the other way. So it's a tough market to operate on. But this idea of the new banking and USD1 and yada yada yada. Who knows? Who knows? They certainly have succeeded, though, as far as crypto goes, to making billions and billions and billions of dollars over the last, 8 months now of this presidency. So if you're on the inside, you did good. You did good. So, um, and if you bought when what was it when Eric Trump says buy now, and then it's that funny meme where it says buy now and then it drops. Ethereum hits like it's like cycle low, like the lowest it's ever been, and then comes all the way back up and it goes up higher to where he said to buy, and he goes, "See, I told you." It's tough.
It's a tough one. I mean, look, we can't really talk shit because the packet chart has got some tough situations, but our chart does look better than
Wilf.
what I'm about to share with you.
Yeah, no, that's a Tough times. Definitely tough times. Yeah, no, it looks
That's where we started. That's where you are.
that actually looks like the packet chart.
No, we never went below where we started.
Yeah, we didn't go. Yeah, we actually when it is below where it started, but not like that.
Not the
Not where it
same
went
week.
straight up and then went straight lower. Then yeah, that's tough.
Anyways, we can't really talk trash, but still.
Well, the difference is they
still
have
amusement and
billions of dollars.
entertainment.
Yeah, billions and billions of dollars backing it. So yeah, it's just dumped on retail.
Still a $5.9 billion market cap. So
That's what
I
I'm
guess you
saying.
Can't
Yeah,
fully talk shit.
they what they really did, the mistake they made is just, I guess, starting the price up too high. So,
Well, they got all these people in super early, and then they
Yeah.
did a pre-sale of the token, and so people got to get in before it even listed. So then
Right.
you had all those you had the people that believed in it, then the people who just YOLO'd into the pre-sale, and then you went live, and all the maybe you have a good amount of people that believe in it, but you got a ton of people that got into that pre-sale that were just fuck this, I'm out. You give me 30x, I'm fucking out.
Yeah, no doubt.
30x is good enough for me. Bye. Sell.
For sure.
Well, on the packet front, on the PKTC front, packet crypt front of the old token, some news. The community over there never traded and didn't follow their fearless leader to the promised land, and both of those listings are getting delisted. So they just wrote us. We've written that PKTC community a couple times. Nobody's responded. So we're just going to assume that you guys don't want those listings, and the MEXC and Bitmart for PKTC will cease to exist. So that's in the works for that project. But that's
well, it's not really in the works. It's just they're considering just a dormant project, and there's zero trade volume. So they've been ringing the bell and sending notices out, and we've been.
They actually gave us a month extension on it. So
yeah, they were gonna shut it down actually last month, and or who was it? Was it MEXC? I think both of them were gonna shut it down last month. It looks like Bitmart is gonna close today, and MEXC probably imminent as well. That said, Caleb, did you approve that language about the timing of the airdrop? They were asking about, or the timing of the snapshot I had sent you. You said, I think that looks good.
That's right. I think that's right.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to give them a green light on that. MEXC's very close to releasing their part of the airdrop. So for the last batch of the airdrop. Yeah, I'll get to these guys. They were asking a few questions, but it looks like MEXC is getting close to releasing their part of it. And then, yeah, I would guess I would just go get your tokens and move them off the exchange, because there's nothing going on there. I am optimistic that we'll get some new exchange listings in due course for the packet on base. Obviously, plenty of liquidity over at the Uniswap side of things for packet on base, based on the increase in the value of Ethereum, which is kind of nice. So lots of liquidity for whatever anyone wants to do over there, and yeah, a lot of excitement with the direction that things are going on the packet side as well. So we've been doing a bunch of very exciting pieces. We kind of alluded to this brand acquisition, and we actually signed the contract yesterday for that. Waiting on counter signature, which should be any day now, maybe today. And then, yeah, we'll have, I think we said by the Halloween period, there should be some news on that as well. We'll just see how it all kind of like shakes out. There's some big milestones that need to be completed to fully take down the acquisition, but yeah, it's on course, and it's going to be very, very exciting. Big brand that yeah, if you hadn't heard of it, you probably in the background of your mind have heard of it. It's a very exciting legacy brand, and we're very excited about incorporating it into our story and into our business model here. This we were chatting about it. This is in regards to this acquisition. This would be a utility that has more users than I think almost anything else in crypto. So that's. I was trying to think if there's.
I mean, unless you're like calculating the wallets that are trading Solana, I guess.
No. So it wouldn't, but that's not a utility, right? So you're saying like across it's
100%.
Yeah, it's like, unless you're looking at, you could say like Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin obviously are, have way bigger communities. There's no question about it. But yeah, even if you look at like the XRP community, I think I was looking at, and they were saying that community is around like 6.7 million. This is like 4 or 5 times bigger than that. Yeah. So it's a very exciting kind of thing. It will be a big story upon accomplishment, and it'll be a long tail endeavor, things that we'll be working on for years and years and years to come with regards to this. So very, very excited about that.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and a lot of work to get us here, but yeah, it's exciting, and go get yourself a bag if you're smart.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the chart looking bottomed out and ready to rip. It's funny because you want to give the news, but we also really want to make sure that we tell the story properly and give everyone the opportunity to participate. And we were trying to think about kind of what that marketing strategy looks like, and how to really begin to create kind of broad market awareness. And Josh, you talked to a pretty exciting marketer. It's funny. I saw a project. So one of the callers that I follow mentioned that this project had done a quote unquote partnership with Ninja Promo. And that was like, hey, this project's about to boost, they're about to spend all this money on marketing. We did that before. It could have been very fruitful, and Ninja Promo is actually a really good marketer. But if you're out there spending $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 on marketing, you can get it in front of a lot of different people. And grabbing a marketing company like that, sure, it can help you, but you're still building a brand from zero. And obviously there's no token out there, no matter what it is, whose utility, and especially in the meme space, whose utility is going to have any longevity as far as utility and meaningfulness. So, just spending money on marketing, get the price move, is a very short-lived endeavor. We've been doing that for, seeing that, getting a front row seat to that for years, that like, no matter how much money we invested, it was never enough. So stepping up to the next level up, where you can spend millions and millions of dollars on marketing, it really needs like an actual business use case. And so that was really the impetus for this, was like, kind of stepping outside of the crypto space and using crypto as a utility, as a tool, using blockchain as an actual tool to benefit the project, opposed to just promoting crypto to crypto people. It's like, it's just not able to get not able to sustain. I think that the projects in crypto that have actually succeeded the most is when you get crossover between the crypto community and like the mainstream community, like what's happened with Bitcoin, like what's happened with, you know, Ethereum, even XRP. You have these people that are just, you know, diehard XRP holders that, you know, their day job's not in crypto, but they believe in the project, they believe in the story, and somehow they believe the myth that XRP is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar market cap one day.
Dude, it's going to $10,000,
Going
bro.
to $10,000
Don't tell me otherwise.
It's just so funny. That's got to be the like the flat earther, you know, of crypto is just that XRP is going to $10,000 token.
XRP is going to $10,000 and SHIB is going to $1. Everybody knows that. It's science, man. Fucking check the internet.
Yeah.
Reddit.
Basically,
full
the
of
dollar's
Reddit.
going to zero.
All the money in
That's
the
what you're
world.
telling me. The dollar's going to nothing.
Yeah, the dollar's going to nothing. Yeah, exactly.
University Reddit told me so, so it's got to be true.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
But you know, you gotta respect those projects and their ability to market.
Yeah, that is marketing.
They have people that are just shilling the shit out of this. Like XRP, you just got to think like those people are just like battered wives that like have just stayed with their husband for fucking 2 decades while the husband comes home and beats the shit out of her every single day. It's like those guys. I mean, dude, it's 2019. That thing was just in the dumpster, and they fought up. I mean, dude, how much money? I hope they make a documentary on XRP and what what happened since the beginning, because that project's had some crazy shit. Like one of the co-founders got like chopped up into pieces. Like there's some gnarly things that have happened with XRP.
Yeah, that one guy, he was like a crackhead and he died.
Yeah, in Mexico, he got like fucking chopped up into pieces.
Is that right? I don't remember that story.
No, it's gnarly, bro. And yeah, anyways, that project deserves a Netflix special for sure.
Yeah,
which would just only further market the project.
And it did start off where I forget which one of the founders got the front page of Forbes magazine as the richest guy in the world.
I think that was the guy that got chopped up.
No, really? Yeah, I guess I'm not a XRP fanboy enough, you know. Yeah,
I don't know.
I never held a big bag of XRP, unfortunately.
I remember when XRP went to like $4 back in like 2018, and I had a bag of that, and it crashed.
It went to $3 something.
Whatever, almost $4. And it crashed Binance, because Binance, like back in the day, it didn't matter if you're like in the US or not, but the entire website crashed because people were trying to trade that. And I watched it go up, and I just could not sell. It's just like,
yeah, I remember I couldn't sell it either when I was up there. Yeah, it's definitely got a crazy history. And then for sure, I mean, the fact that they made it through that lawsuit, I don't know what the tally is, but it's got to be probably 100 million that they spent on that lawsuit. You know, going hard at the SEC. And sustaining and ultimately prevailing, you know, ultimately winning, which is certainly very, very impressive. The funniest part is like they got litigated against by Trump, and then he left office, and then Biden came in and then litigated against them, and then Biden left, and then Trump saved them.
Yeah, Trump. Matthew Mellon, U.S. billionaire, dies in Mexico.
Right. Okay. So Mellon, yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you remember that crazy.
He wasn't a founder. He was just like one of the biggest holders.
He's just a big holder. Yeah. And then I don't know if that was the guy, but do you remember that Jeremy dated some girl?
And I randomly showed up at that chick's house. She had like a castle or something in the Hollywood Hills.
And she like, and then he died and then put her in the will. And but then he didn't leave his keys to the estate, so he has like billions. And by the way, it was like $3 or $4 billion worth of XRP back in like 2019.
Yeah,
So that's got to be like
Dude,
a
telling you,
crazy number now.
it's the craziest story. We
Yeah,
should
it's got,
we
no,
should
no, no, they're for sure. That
we should
you know,
option it and go take that thing to Netflix and just go sell
it literally it would be the best one, because I know they've tried to make movies and TV shows and stuff about a lot of different cryptos, but they're always these like scammy bullshit ones, like that one Hex. Like they tried to do, something about their like enigmatic, founder of that, who's basically like, doesn't have a good reputation at all. But if you look at what XRP's accomplished, it certainly is, I would say, out of all the projects, the best accomplished project, just because it's achieved mainstream credibility with the founders at the helm still,
Yeah.
Whereas like obviously Bitcoin's achieved that, but there's no one to be found. Like everyone's like tucked into the background and pretending like they didn't create it. Rightfully so, because of how much
But it's
money.
incredible marketing. I mean, you're talking about a token that is like intended to replace the Swift, right?
Right.
Most people don't give a fuck about Swifts,
Yeah.
but they've done an incredible and creating a story, getting people believe it, and like people are tattooing XRP onto their firstborn child's forehead and shit. Like that's you
Yeah.
gotta respect a marketer that can convince you to tattoo a baby with your logo,
Yeah, no, it's strong. It's by far got one of the strongest communities in the game. There's no question.
Yeah, have you tattooed any of your children with XRP, or you're saving that for later?
No, just PKT.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, no, it's a wild one. Definitely a wild one. But yeah, anything going on in your camp, Caleb?
Oh well, just kind of coming back from August. uh, the where it matters, I don't really take holidays that much, but having the little one at the house all of August made it a little slower. But thinking about getting into the VPN aspect of, we talked about that as something we do, VPN marketplace, and also working on the EchoNet devices, which that's another project that I do. EchoNet Linux, EchoNet-Linux.pkt.wiki is a website
Yeah.
that for that processor, and that's something that could run some of the packet CGDNS software. We could foresee that happening in the future. Nice, cheap processors, even like a modem for $20. So that's quite nice. Just kind of flexing muscles and getting back into more of the way I work in the non-summer months. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, should we talk a little bit about what we're thinking about for the migration and stuff, or
Oh yeah.
is that
So
interesting?
right now, as because of a mistake year and a few days ago, we don't have all of the coins that are needed for completing, for everybody to complete the migration. Right now, the migration contract has 1.2 billion coins in it, but that's because there are people who've not claimed all of their airdrops. If everybody claimed all the airdrops, it would run out. And so we have imagined that we might upgrade the project again in order to set that straight. That upgrade is complicated though, because we have lock boxes that need upgrading, token needs upgrading, liquidity pool that needs upgrading, locked liquidity in the lock boxes that needs upgrading. So this is something probably going to take quite a long time to carry out, and will require people to have some kind of involvement in order to upgrade their lock boxes, especially if they have liquidity pool lock boxes. And but as once it's done, it will just be kind of a button that you just press. But it's quite a bit of work. So right now, because there's still good money in the contract, it's not at risk of running out. We're this is not the highest priority, and also it's something we want to do methodically in order to fix and improve other things that we would like to fix and improve. For example, the fact that your lockups they don't have what's it called,
like a JPEG, or
right,
picture.
or a link or any metadata. So these are all things that we love to improve on. So the idea is to do this methodically, take our time, make the packet token better in every way at the same time, so that it's not wasted effort. That's basically.
It would be awesome to hear from the community too of things that could be included in that upgrade, things that other people have experienced, and just try and get some community feedback into, as they've used the dashboard and the tokens and the NFTs over this period of time, and staking, etc. Things that could be improved, upgraded, whatever. So it can be included in the next dev cycle. Yeah, the company that did it was not. I mean, we doing that upgrade was, I think it costs around $250,000 USD. So it was definitely a big endeavor, big undertaking, huge investment that we put up, and I mean, I'm thrilled that it went through. Not thrilled that that mistake was made, and it sucks because, as Caleb had stated in the past, that you guys had tested it numerous times and run like mock deployers, but that error only happened one time on the actual deployment date. So it's just
Yep, and
tragic.
Also, until that day, we had planned to deploy everything with no money in it, and then put the money into the liquidity pool after we were confident.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right.
So we weren't that worried until that day, but then having the change of plans at the last minute of, hey, no, we want you to put this money here right away.
That's right. Yeah.
Made it so that what was going to be a very low pressure kind of
low risk
activity turned into like this super high pressure thing that there was no preparation for it.
Right. Yeah. No, that was a last minute change, and it was very unfortunate. It's just a bad read for sure. I mean, obviously you just have to take that one on the chin, but it does create this opportunity to do the upgrade. And it's certainly something that we'll do at this point, guaranteed that it will happen. In terms of the lockbox running out, or it's not the lockbox, right, Caleb? It's the what's
the airdrop contract. Yeah.
The airdrop contract. Yeah. In terms of that running out, the risk of the community draining it is pretty low, because there's a multitude of holders. Well, there's some wallets like that number 2 wallet that was on the rich list. That one's never going to claim, supposedly. So that does pose a very interesting, the old, that the litigated wallet, that one never, that one's
okay.
there, which is kind of interesting. But there's certainly a few other folks that have large positions that just haven't claimed them, and most likely even who've been notified and just haven't taken action yet.
I think that wallet that was subject to litigation was actually excluded. Ended up being used for initial
Oh yeah, that's right. That was for the
liquidity
that
to
was
the
for
LP. So yeah, that didn't go through there.
right. Yeah, so it didn't go through there. So yeah, there's yeah, as far as I mean, look, it could get if everybody claimed, I think it would certainly run out. There's no question about it. I mean, there's missing coins
Sure.
that were thrown into that other contract. But I think it's in this interim stage, we obviously encourage everyone to go get your airdrop for sure. But
Yeah, no real risk right now because basically there's 1.2 billion in the contract, and it started out as like 2.5 billion. It should have been 3 point something billion, if I'm not mistaken. So 1.2 billion, that's like 1/3 that, or sorry, that's about half of what the contract originally had in it. So
Mhm.
half of the money in the contract is gone, but 2 airdrops have completed. Well, 3 now have completed.
Right.
So, but 2 are very completed. You know, two is a long
Yeah.
time ago,
Yeah.
and only half. So, there's as long as, and I haven't claimed all my airdrops because the way I am, I'll just be lazy and look at it in 10 years. And you know, it's more convenient for me to just let it be that I don't claim now. If you don't claim and then somehow it ends up running out, it just means that you're going to have to wait for the upgrade to claim, but you'll still be able to claim. I mean, your links are just going to fail until after that next upgrade. That's all.
Yeah, well, we should start moving on that. It would be actually good, Caleb, if you could just write up kind of a feature list. We could bounce that over and at least get a quote on what that would cost. That would probably be.
I think that it's something like it's not the kind of thing we want to say let's get a move on that, because
Well, at
we
least
want
an understanding of like what kind of list that is.
Yeah, so what we really want to do is kind of sit in a circle and say, what are all the things that we would like to improve about Packet as it exists now, and kind of brainstorm those out, rank them, and then decide, okay, what would we like what would we like from the next version of this project, and then we can start saying, okay, this is what the next iteration of the project will have, and then we can start with, okay, now we have something that, you know, we can actually scope it, and but to say, oh, let's go fix this problem, it's such a big project to fix this that I mean, probably 6-month project, but you know, we need to. So we want to, you know, gather all of the other possible things that we might think to improve on about the coin and lockbox and then so on, and really just try to consider it as like a refreshment of the project, an upgrade, an improvement of that sort of cross cutting to everything. So
yeah, we could probably put together like a Google Doc and share it with even the community and let people add their ideas and things like that.
Yeah, that's the right thinking. Definitely, it's something we want to be very methodical about this and consider it as similar to the way we considered the upgrade from Packet Classic to Packet on Base, as you know, a version, a new version of the project.
Yeah. Yeah, there's certainly, you know, and also a lot of things have changed in terms of, you know, crypto functionality and marketplace and what have you. So yeah, I think there's a lot of things that should be considered. You know, one of the big things that should be considered for sure is, you know, the incentive around infrastructure, since the, you know, the 1 million packet per day bonus is expired now. And so yields would have dropped, considerably at this point. What's interesting is, well, the price of packet is depressed. The payouts that will persist after, even without the million packet a day, could end up being substantial when the market cap gets up, to former levels. So, we get back up into the 1-2 penny range. Those, the yields as is can still be, certainly healthy. How do the yields do they function outside of the million packet a day? Are you only getting off of trading volume thereafter?
Oh, I don't know about how the trading volume yield works. That's something with Uniswap.
Yeah.
And my thinking is it's pretty much not. It's not very much at all.
Yeah. I don't believe it was very substantial.
However, when you lock liquidity in the LP, that it takes a snapshot of the packet-wise valuation of that liquidity at the time you lock it, and you get LP tokens. Sorry, you get yield credits for that amount of LP tokens. So it's a way to actually yield on to have packet yield, but only have half the packet. The other half is Ethereum. So you can diversify your packet by having half packet, half Ethereum. It's in the LP, and then you lock it, and you get those yield credits, and that's what you run your infrastructure on, rather than running it on regular locked packet.
Yeah. For people who've been tracking, so outside of the million packet a day, that was all coming from the the recapture and the incentive that was created. But going forward, the yield is based on the yield curve that was originally imagined, the 63-year yield curve on the emission of packets. So that's still what you're going after, which is the same rewards that existed when everyone was, proof of work mining. It's the same yield curve, the same daily emission, the same decimations, everything like that. Still, for sure lucrative to stake. And, as we see the price, recover, which I think upon this announcement should be a very compelling, offering to bring both crypto and non-crypto folks into the project, then those yields should be healthy, should certainly be healthy. So that's kind of the outlook at this point. So people who've kept their infrastructure going, people who've kept their yield or the LP, intact, it's great. I haven't actually checked the numbers. We peaked at around, I think, either just about or just under 80 LP lockups, which is pretty cool.
I haven't checked in a while either.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is today, but
let's see.
But yeah,
let's get to the bottom of it. 75 liquidity providers. I mean, it's pretty fucking good.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, there you go. And it's basically maybe a handful of people maximum pulled their LPs down or off.
There's an interesting question, right? Because once you give those LP tokens to the lockbox system, to the lockbox contract, doesn't the contract count as the liquidity provider? There's about 1,000 lockups in total. So I find it hard to believe that only 75 out of 1,000 have LP tokens. No, I mean, I guess.
Well, when you unlock, so there's probably been some circulation where
that would be 90%. No, we track. Those are actual people that are locking LP. That would be different than lockups on infrastructure, right?
No, if you take LP tokens and you put them in the lockbox, you're actually transferring them to the contract,
Hmm.
So you won't count as a liquidity provider anymore. It'll just count the contract as a liquidity provider. You see, so I'm just curious how much LP tokens that contract has. That's a good question, right? Because
Yeah.
V1 contracts.
So yeah, certainly a lot of people participated in it, and I mean, 300 million packet was distributed, over the last year. So it's definitely a big number. That's just on the bonus allocation, because what we did is we took the burn coins and reallocated all the burn coins to pay out liquidity providers over the last year. Approximately a million packet a day. I think it was 300. Yeah, it was like straight up 360 million or something. So yeah, every single day a million was emitted, and then that's in addition to the daily emission with the decimations. So yeah, certainly a lot of packet was pushed out, and the LP is about the same size as when we started a year ago, with around $450,000 in the LP. And that's what's remarkable about that, is that obviously 50% of that is packet, and packet is at the lowest price it's ever been. So that number, that LP is going to explode to the upside when the market cap moves up, because of how healthy ETH is. And I mean, man, obviously it's just super exciting for me. It's very exciting to see where this thing's about to go, and I'm really thrilled to get that marketing out there and start rebuilding the community with
So
at the forefront.
there's 92,000 LP tokens in the lockup contract, and I don't know what an LP token corresponds to, because that math always
it's a weird math.
Yeah, I never understood the math, even when I was working with the code. How they get to that number of what's an LP token.
Yeah, because I was putting in, thousands of dollars, and you're getting like an obscure amount of
free. Just like, where'd that come from?
Yeah. So yeah, it's
so there was a computation there. So that could represent X, it could represent hundreds of thousands, it could represent tens of thousands. You just don't know what it means.
Let me see if I can figure it out. It's like, I'm just gonna poke around
with ChatGPT. I don't think this is
on the dashboard. Nah, GPT won't know the answer to that. On the dashboard, it should tell us, right? Like, okay, we've got
ratio.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I've got one 0.61 corresponds to 2,000 packet. So, right, 2,000 divided by 0.61. So it's 3,728 packet per LP token. So that's 90,000. That's what I said. Okay, so equivalent of 295 million packet worth of LP tokens LP tokens are locked in the contract. So 300 million packet worth.
Got it.
So basically that corresponds to 150 million packet, 150 million packet worth of ETH is in the LP, and that is what the corresponding LP tokens that are locked.
And that's what equals like $460,000 today or more.
No. That's not all of the LP, because there's also LP that's locked with Team Finance. So that's additional LP. That doesn't
wow. Okay.
All the money, but what's 150 million packet? 150 million packet. What's the current price at packet? Right. 150 million packet plus 150 million packet worth of ETH. So whatever fraction of the LP that is, that's what's in the lockbox.
Got it. And then you have also the Team Finance liquidity, which is also a big number, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So because of the amount of ETH and packet that was locked up for that as well. So which is also half ETH and half packet. So yeah, it's nice to have all that liquidity there for sure. It makes it so it's been able to withstand whatever sell pressure. Also with the increase in price of Ethereum, that definitely helps, and helps buoy the value of the LP, and then when the price goes up, the LP is going to grow proportionally. So you 40x the price. If you see packet up into the 40 30 40 million range, you can have a massive liquidity pool.
We're going to 350 million.
Going to 350 million. I like it. Get back to
I mean, look, I don't see why this wouldn't get to $1 billion once we launch what we're launching. I just can't wait to listen to these callers. The narrative just makes sense. It's powering media landscape.
The narrative just makes sense. It's so funny.
Should make a t-shirt.
The narrative just makes sense.
Yeah. That's a great.
Or a sticker.
Just the narrative just makes sense, and then just like pack it on the back.
Yeah, I saw someone say that. I saw someone say that yesterday. He was pitching a meme token I think it was called like Nostalgic, and it was just about like all this like 80s and 90s nostalgia, different songs, different gaming systems, different, pieces of pop culture. Man, the narrative just makes sense. I was just on their website. It just brought back all these old memories. This is the type of meta that like, you see this thing go to $1 billion. It's like, no, dude. But it's gonna pump. It's gonna pump. It's gonna dump. There you go.
Yeah.
But there's just not a lot of projects. XRP is probably the best example of just a project that is kept on its horse and rode through all the craziness and kept going, and endured the storm. Obviously, there were people who sold the bottom, and people who bought the top. So it's just part of the name of the game. But it's actually not a bad entry point on XRP today at like $2.80. That's going back up over $3. So.
Did you hear about this? The World Liberty financial coin that launched.
We were talking about it.
You guys?
I didn't hear. What did you hear, Jer?
Oh, that it increased their wealth by $5 billion.
No way. Well, it's not the market cap's not even worth $5 billion. Is that because they just drained out all the liquidity?
Not anymore. It's not.
No, the market cap's $5 billion, 5.3.
Right.
It was 10 billion until it was 11 billion. They took out 6 billion, and now it's 5 billion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it went up to 32 cents, and now it's down to 21 cents.
Right.
And it went all the way down to 21 cents. I mean, they launched. Right. It's just crazy how they launched it on every single exchange at the same time.
When you're the president of the free world, you can do things like that.
Free, not so free.
Yeah, the not so free world for sure. The land of the not so free.
I like who says that? Oh, Carl the Moon.
Carl the Moon, yeah.
If you're trading in the land of the not so free,
yeah.
While he sits in his high rise in Dubai.
Yeah, no, he's I think I would love to see somebody. I'd love to see the trading competition between him and a couple other people that profess to be big traders. After watching a lot of YouTube over the years, would say he's probably the best leverage trader I've ever come across. I would love for someone else to go wallet for wallet with the guy for like a period of time and see who ends up, with more money.
But that guy's lost a lot of money. I've watched that guy take.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even when he takes I saw him take the craziest L of all time. We talked about it on the stream before, where he lost like $3 million. But I mean, that guy's making like millions every single day, So I mean, yeah, it sucks for him to take an L like that, but he's got, I mean, I watched him make 50 million, you know, just in like January, February, straight up. He took like three, he showed his beginning portfolio value was like 2, 3, or maybe 5 million. And then by the end, it was over 50. And he's just been buying like supercars, like they're like Hot Wheels.
Going out of style.
You know, he bought, like, he's just shopping, just online shopping for supercars. I mean, the guy's on a good one. He's definitely done very well for himself. I have a lot of respect for his business.
I've been shopping for him too. I just haven't been buying them. All right, boys. Well, it's always nice to see you. Wednesdays wouldn't be Wednesdays without a live stream. Let's go lock this shit up and take
We'll
this
be
thing
back
to the
next
moon.
week to report.
Yeah. We'll keep everyone updated on how things go. Yeah. We'll, by next week, I anticipate this thing will be, you know, locked up on the path. I'd say in about 30-ish days, we should 30 to 45 days, we should have the acquisition completed. And I think right around that time, there should be some, you know, we'll see how we introduce some of this information out there.
Yeah.
Create some speculation, create some excitement. But yeah, I'd love to get the market moving and see, you know, as people start to discover what's going on. It should be good. That first liftoff should be nice to see.
Yeah, indeed.
No, as you say, bounce. We were talking about last night. Just things got to hit rock bottom. You know, we thought ETH hit rock bottom and then went and found the top.
Funny thing is it's going to happen at the beginning of the bear market, which is where we're just like comfortable launching shit. It's just like
we love
straight into a bear market.
Yeah.
But bear market
Been there, done that.
coming in October, basically, which is, you know, if we're according to schedule, November will be the beginning of the bear market. So we get to go launch this thing straight into a bear market, which will be fun.
Yeah, well, maybe it's the only narrative that anyone can jump on board.
Seriously.
All right, gentlemen. Good hanging with you for an
guys.
hour. Thanks for everyone who's stopping by and listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.